the guy was at some point blackmailing the woman, taking money from
Exactly.
her, and when she said he should go do his worst, the guy went ahead and shared the nude with the woman's
A
daughter.
child.
Coffee, say it again. Better days round the bend. From the pain to the power we claim. Coffee, say it again.
Okay, I'm going to, I don't know, with the network, just invite my guest over so we can talk about it. Sam, thanks for joining me also. I've sent you an invite also if you want to touch on the topic, but it's something that I'm really, really passionate about. I feel like as women, it's very, very important to know who we are and to be mindful of who we trust. So that's scary for me. Anyway, Mr. Malty, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's lovely to have you online with us. How are you?
I'm okay. Good evening, Bitches. How you
Let me
doing? It's
increase the
Wednesday.
volume because I can't seem to.
Oh, okay, okay. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yeah, now you are.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So, how are you, first of all?
I'm okay. How's the day? Thank God it's Friday.
Yes, exactly. Friday evenings are always good. So,
Yeah.
let yeah, thank God it's Friday. It's 9 p.m. where you are, right?
Yeah, about
Okay,
three
almost
minutes
nine.
now.
Okay, a few minutes
Yeah.
to go. All right. So, as I was saying, you reposted this video that got me
Yeah.
thinking, and I was like, oh my God, this is what I mean. This is why people shouldn't send videos. Like, I was literally speaking to my friend. I told you, women shouldn't send videos. They shouldn't do this kind of nonsense. But yeah, I want to hear what you think.
But for
Where do you
me, I
stand?
think I don't want. I'm trying to, to be as skeptical as I could and reasonable. The truth is, in my opinion, I always say this every time that if it wasn't for the mindset that people have, and you only know yourself. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know
Mm,
who's planning whatever it is they're planning towards you. But one
mhm,
thing is certain. That's the fact that I can't be in a relationship with someone and I should feel insecure with the person. I'm not supposed to be insecure with someone that I'm in a relationship with. But just because, people come around for different motives. There are people that comes around you because they probably want to take advantage of you, or they just feel like, okay, I think this person is lacking this. Because people get at others through their weakness. There has to be something missing for you to penetrate through. There has to be one loophole. Could be a lot of people, there are people who are desperate for a relationship. There are people who, people are on social space for different reasons.
mhm,
Some just want to find a place where they can laugh, watch videos. Some
mhm,
are looking for business
mhm,
partners, some are looking for friends, some are
mhm.
looking for something to distract them for whatever
Escape. Mhm,
addiction,
mhm.
and some are looking for relationship, and some are looking for who to scam. and
Exactly. To
all
destroy.
and things like this happen often and often. But
Mm,
I think no one can be careful enough, right? And at some point, people get vulnerable with some certain type of people.
mm,
Like, I used to jokingly say that, oh, I'm a naughty person, right? But I'm
mhm,
naughty around someone that I'm in relationship with. So I don't feel like I'm going to be in relationship with someone that I'm on a video call with the person and I can't do as I want. This is my partner. This is who I'm dating. Like, there's a relationship that has been established.
mm,
But now, when someone now come at you and make you feel comfortable, make you feel like they got something solid with you, not knowing that they have other motive behind their
mhm,
closeness to you, and situations like this, I made mention. I laid more emphasis on the single mom and the way they've been stigmatized and the
mm.
way they've accept themselves based on the definition of the social space. That, oh, once you got a baby, it means that you have to just settle for some type of people. Some
Mhm.
people be like, oh, is either a widower or a divorcee or someone where they got kids and is no
He's
longer with
already.
the wife.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah, that those are the people. They don't even believe that. someone who's single could still genuinely be um
Interested in them.
interested in them. So in the case of the video I reposted, I heard the story and I was like, are you for real? But the
Mm.
most painful part is the fact that, I tell people a lot that people always tell you who they are, you just don't pay attention.
Mm.
Yeah, you just didn't pay attention. There's a behavior, there's a word, there's a reaction from whatever it is that might have occurred along the line that
Mhm.
points at something that needs to be questioned. Right? If
That's
I had to
true.
go out with someone and I see the person react to someone some type of way, or I see the person get on the call and the person, you know, I feel like this is a version that I'm here to see. I question it. I want clarity, you know,
I
and
see what you mean. I see what you mean.
yeah.
I'll
So
let you land, but I see what you mean.
in
But
the
then,
case of this person, do you know that this guy has had conversation at some point with this same person that, oh, I got nudes of so person. Imagine me
oh, I
as a
see what
guy
you're hiding.
communicating with a lady and telling you that, oh, I got nudes of someone. So
Okay.
what do you expect? Am I not supposed to feel like, okay, this person is probably going to say this to someone also like that? Thank you, Aripa.
Mhm.
Maybe this person is still going to do the same thing to me. That's why I say people always tell you who they are. Because when I'm close to someone and I listen to them speak about somebody else or someone that used to be close to someone, whatever
Mhm.
it is they say, I take my time. I want to reflect on it. I had to reason. Okay, why is this person sharing this information with me? Well, how cool were they at some point? Can I fall
Mhm.
off with this person? Is this person? Because I have this mindset, maybe because of where I came from, that whoever comes to you to come say bad about someone that they're probably saying bad thing about you to that person also.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's only going to take you paying attention to those
Sorry,
things around
Multi.
you.
Do you know
Yeah, go ahead.
Sis, is it Sis Adepa? Do you know her very well? I mean, she's
Um,
someone you can vouch for. Sending her
yeah, you
name.
can bring her up. You can bring her up.
She
I'm
can come
just
on. All
no.
right, go
Let her
on,
come
make your
up if
point.
you want to.
No, no.
So and sometimes I just feel disappointed. The day I was talking to you, I was telling you that I feel like most of the single mothers are more of the targets on the social space. You have people who come say that, oh, nobody can, and they themselves they now decide they program them to feel less of themselves and they accept it. Right? It's
Okay,
only
that
few.
okay. I just don't want
It's
us to
only
miss a particular point. Sorry, Multi,
yeah.
right?
Okay, go
You
ahead,
made a
please.
point like somebody, a man that can sit with you and say, oh, I have nudes of maybe my ex-girlfriend. I have nudes of this lady. I have nude of this, and that. And you can actually sit there and be like, oh, okay, that's fun. That's nice. That should be a
Yeah,
red flag to you. If you're saying we miss red
for
flags,
sure.
right? That should be a
No,
red
that
flag
shouldn't
to you.
even be a red flag. It should be a
That
deal
it should
breaker.
be it should be a
It
billboard.
should be a deal breaker. I feel it should
It
be a
should
deal breaker
be
because
it should
I,
be
I
a
don't think I
sign.
want to continue. I don't think I want to continue with
Well, you know
someone
what it
who
is, yeah.
talks like,
We always feel special, don't we? As human beings, in your mind, you feel, ah, he can't do this to me. Maybe no, he
oh
loves me,
no.
or maybe she sees me differently. She might be talking about other people, but no, when it comes to me, this love is strong. She'll never do this to me, right? I think there's this notion. Certain people they feel like, nah, I'm too special. He wouldn't do this to me. He loves me too much. Maybe he did that
I
to those
don't.
girls. They're not beautiful. They're not as beautiful as me. That's why he did that to them.
I
I'm
don't think I
special.
want. I don't think I want to ignore. I
Mhm,
ask question a lot, right?
mhm.
And
Don't miss the
I
red
feel
flag. That's number one. Okay, carry
yeah.
on.
So for
Mhm,
me, there are things people need to understand. There's a difference between a red flag and a deal breaker, right? Once you have a
mhm.
deal breaker, it saves you from some certain things.
Very
Red
true.
flag
It's
can
not
still be addressed, and you can still maybe something that can still be amended.
exactly,
Someone can
exactly. Thanks for
adjust.
pointing that out. Yeah,
I've seen ladies that say, "Oh, once I know a man is a cheat, I don't want to deal." You know,
exactly.
once
Unless
I
you're
know
cheat
this.
yourself.
Yeah. So for me, I think that should be a major deal breaker. Even if you have someone new, I don't think I want to hear it. Don't tell me. If I'm a
Mm,
lady, I don't
mhm.
think. is necessary. Like, what kind of conversation are we having that I feel comfortable that you have to tell me that you got someone new, and I still
Maybe,
decide to
but
believe
you know, in your mind, you know, sometimes some people can be jaded or like love is blind, like they say. They're seeing everything tinted, but they're like, oh, maybe she's sharing this with me. She's so open. Oh, my baby's so open with me. Oh,
For me, I think that
Mhm.
speak more about who the person is to me. Like, if
Exactly. It
you
shows
can,
that there's a lot of work that needs to be
yeah,
done. Hmm.
like, I don't talk about my own gender like that. And
Mm.
a woman's body is sacred, and I don't know which better way to describe it. Like, they have to. There are
Go
things you
on.
don't just say about
If
woman.
you'd like to join us, please feel free to join the conversation. There are things you don't say about women. Go on.
Yeah, you don't talk down on them. You don't make them feel less. Like, is it
Um, I see
misogamy
what
or
you're saying,
something?
but then when,
Yeah.
at what point do we then take responsibility? As a person, you can decide to come on now and speak down to on me or to me or say, oh, I feel you're this, and that. A woman's place is this. But it's up to me, right, to decide that, okay, do I want to take on what this person is saying? Do I believe that about myself? So it all boils down to what you believe about yourself. You were saying about single moms being stigmatized, or even you were
Yeah.
saying from a man's point of view where single moms are targeted because they're like, yes, even though they come online and say, I won't do this, I will never go for this, I love myself, I'm strong, and this and that. But at the end of the day, they allow themselves to be uh to be more or less used in that sense,
In
right?
that
It's
sense, yeah.
different. It is different if you say to yourself, okay, whatever relationship that you want to be in, I'm not even talking, there's whatever setup you have going for yourself. We all have what makes us happy. You can decide as a single mom to say, I want a guy that's also a single father,
Father,
right? Or
yeah.
I want someone that's also in an open relationship. So that way it's perfect. I don't have to deal with him. I don't want to deal with any man, right? So it's perfect. So whatever relationship setup that you have for yourself, it's something that works for you, but you're going in with your mind, knowing no matter what love comes into your mind, there will never be a point and say, okay, I'll send you pictures. I'll do video calls with you. I'll do this, and that with you. I'll do to
Yeah.
me, I'm just the thing is, I'm just speaking for myself, but I also know obviously we are online, but you never know. Someone might be out there be like, oh, I'm going to test Kathy. Maybe she's lying. But but you're more than welcome. But at the end of the day, yeah, I feel simple things. It's not even for camera down, not for anything. I always say, rule of thumb, no video calls. If it's long distance, right? If it's a thing where you live in the same country, there's nothing stopping you. Just say, oh babe, I'm better experienced in person, right? Yeah, come see me in person.
Yeah.
Even if like you're married, right? And your husband lives, I don't know, he travels a lot, and you're like, oh, let's send videos, let's send this. Even that, I know I might be sounding paranoid or anything, even that, because you never know. You never know what people are into, what people are up
Yeah.
to. He might be sitting with his side chick and be like, I see, that's my wife. That's why I don't love her. We've had cases of that. You see how big she is. Oh,
Yeah.
she's so used to, people are crazy. So I think for the first time, having trust issues, I feel like at least for once it pays. Because when you have trust issues, at least for once, I'm not promoting having trust issues. It's
Yeah.
important to work on yourself, but at
Yeah.
least for once, that helps you to know that, what, even if it's your husband and you want to spice up your relationship, do it. Do it with sense. Even at that, right? Even if your husband was to put pictures of you online or whatever, at the end of the day, that's your like my mindset,
Yeah.
if it was my husband, like that's his own stupid loss. Like who, like as your husband, why would you, I don't know, men, I mean, not men are crazy, people are crazy in general, right? So
Yeah.
if as a husband you decide to reveal the nakedness of your wife or your ex-wife, because people do that when things are rosy,
When things
that
go, yeah.
yeah, when things are rosy, things are still good, right? But when things go left, they're unhappy with you somehow, that's when everything, oh, I'm going to post this online. I'll let the world know who you truly are, who you this, who you that. To me, to the point, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Multi, right? Me as a woman, I feel like any man that leads
Yeah.
with send me nudes, like if he has that confidence, any man that has that boldness, this is my take, I could be wrong, dealing with anyone and he has the boldness to say, oh, send me nudes. To me, I feel like I already know the kind of relationship this person wants, or I already know how this person sees me. Because
Want.
anyone that means well for me and sees me as a human being, because I'm going to ask you, how many pictures of your I don't know, anyone that means anything to you, how many pictures of them do you have on your phone? Right?
Yeah,
So if
on
he
your
sees
phone.
you as a wife, he sees you as a woman of like, I don't know, like a man, right, will be comfortable having his side chick, like the nudes, right, of his side chick on his phone. But tell me
Yeah.
how he will not be comfortable. How many wives are on their phone naked and stuff like that? I'm just asking. You're a man, you can be able to clarify. So any man that moves to me and says, how many pictures of your wife do you have? At the end of it doesn't see you for a man to come boldly as a single mom and say to you, oh darling, send me nudes. And first of all, you're even in the same country and he's asking you, oh, when we're not together, so I can be seen, I can be mesmerized, I can be no. That man sees you as nothing but just, and it's okay if you're also there for a good time, right? It's
Yeah.
fine. You two, you're not really there for anything serious. But at the end of the day, you know that this person doesn't see you as more than fun
Just
times. I'll
fun
put it in
too.
a respectful way, right?
I'll say it's a fun too.
Am I wrong? Any man, as a man, right? If you truly have good intentions, you see that, oh, this woman, I like her. I see her as a woman I might one day want to marry, right? I see her as respectable. Would you lead? Not to say you're not
But
attracted to her, not to say you don't want to see her in that way, but would you lead with send me nudes, babe?
but I feel like
Be honest. Be honest. Be
I'm gonna be
honest.
I've always been honest when it comes to situations like this. Right.
Mm.
There are a few things that I've done myself that
Oh,
I don't lie
oh no, are
about.
we gonna be
Right.
seeing nudes of you very soon?
I just but I'm just being honest. But the
Okay,
truth
fair
is
enough.
that
Mm-hmm.
before I could get to that stage with someone where
Mm.
I'm gonna have to, I don't think I want to do the sharing of a thing. Maybe we might be on a video, right? And maybe I'm rushing out to somewhere, I'm dressing up
Mm-hmm.
while I'm on the call with you. You're my partner, you can see whatever you want to see while I'm dressing up, right? That is with someone you're comfortable around. But before you get to that stage,
Mm.
it means that there's a level you've gotten to in that relationship. I don't
No, I'm
think
talking about like your like talking stage. You're getting to know the
yeah,
woman,
the talking stage.
right?
No,
But you've
I don't
already
want
you've already
that.
made up your mind. Like, are you going to lead your first
Nah,
first
nah,
few
nah, nah.
conversations, right? Are you going to say, "Oh, it's been nice talking to you. How was your day?" The small talk out of the way. And you're like, "Oh, babe, send me nudes." Like, are you going
No,
to
no,
lead
no.
if you
I
mean well for
think
that
I
person?
think I think that is gonna be a deal breaker for me, right?
Mm.
If I'm a woman
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in the middle of conversation with a guy, it's this talking stage. In
You're still
fact, I
getting to
think
know
you
him.
shouldn't even once we start talking, you can't start sexualizing me at first if I'm a lady.
That's
Because
another
I
thing.
think a lot of people do that a lot. You
Mm-hmm.
don't get to talk to them for long before they start sexualizing you. So it shows that this is the motive. This is,
Mm.
that's why I said the signs are always there. I
Always there,
don't
but we just choose
rush
to
to,
ignore it.
yeah, I don't rush to, in fact, I could attest to this. It takes time before I get comfortable with someone on a video. So
Be
we
careful. I
talk
know
to
there's
what?
someone out there now to be like, I'm going to message Morty and see. I'll
Let
test
him
him whether
try.
he's lying.
I mean, it takes time before I get comfortable with you on a video.
Mm.
So, which
Mm-hmm.
means that I don't even rush to initiate call. So, I want to chat with you first because, yeah, I want to take my time. I want to chat with you first to some
Mm. I
extent.
mean, just
Let's get
texting
to
back
know,
and forth,
yeah, text back to,
that
yeah, let's see
voice
the way you
call.
reason and all that. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a level we get to the middle of the conversation that I might end up saying, is it okay for me to talk to you? You know, Because, for instance, don't send me long voice note. I don't listen to long voice note. I get tired. If it's over 2 minutes, I'm tired. I don't want
Okay,
to listen.
wow.
So
So we already know.
send me chats. But if you send me a long voice note, I might have to use the times two. So I can listen to it faster.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm gonna get on a call with you, we might start with a call, start talking about a few things, and at some point, yeah, maybe we could do video call. But
Okay.
for me to get comfortable with you on a video, then we might have gotten to a certain stage. But me sexualizing you in the beginning of a conversation where we've not even established, I've not decided if I want to be in a relationship with you. People don't just assume that I want to start talking to someone, the person already want to be in a relationship with you. Sometimes it take time, take process. You take your time and you get to know some certain things because there are two type of people that want something for real and people that want to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to have fun, I can sexualize you in no time.
Mm-hmm.
And
And that's
for
how you
me to
know. Mm-hmm.
yeah, for me to push that to you, I must have seen some sign from your side too. Because we reciprocate energy. So when I feel like okay, this person,
But some people are
I
just
could,
very audacious. That's first that I said. First of all, you would have to have the audacity. Like he would
yeah,
have looked at you and say, okay, looking at this woman, right? But imagine someone that just has an agenda. Let me just throw it to her and see. Okay, she comes
yeah,
across
and
as
see
very
our
churchy
reaction.
and proper, but let's just throw. You never know. Let's throw it and see what she says,
Yeah,
right? So they might just throw it to you
yeah.
randomly. This is where you need to stand up for yourself. And like Morty was saying, that okay, if this guy means well for me, why would he insult me in such a way? We haven't even had any rapport. The first thing is, oh, hello, my I don't know what we're allowed to say on here. Like it starts to, call you different name, my baby, my sex, my
But
this, my that. So you start to think to yourself, who does this person take me for? It's different if someone
you know,
they've already built a rapport
let's
with
not
you.
forget
Mm-hmm. Let's not forget,
let's not
sorry.
forget the part of we have schemas, right?
Mm.
People,
Hey,
I
motherfucker.
call them schemas. A schema
Okay.
must have been around
They've
you,
been watching you.
observing you,
They have
taking,
red
yeah, they've
flags.
been
Mm-hmm.
watching, yeah, and suddenly they might just they've been taking their time, they've been observing, this is what you like, this is how you like to be treated. Those are how powerful a schema is. They
Mm.
take their time. So once they are able to reach that level where they are confident on their target, they come
Mm.
at you
I
as a
love that
friend.
word, target. Mm-hmm.
Yes, they come at you as a friend and they already have their motive behind why
Okay.
they come close to you. And they present themselves like something that you want to cherish or probably hold on to. Because they already know the things that, the things you fancy, the things you like, the things you don't like. They already know things that you tolerate and things you do not tolerate. So they know all that. It's just like a narcissistic mindset. At first, you don't know until you get into it with them. So
Mm.
when they
But
get to ask, go ahead,
but
go ahead.
no, but the thing is, you've mentioned, right? Someone that is scheming, okay?
Yeah,
They're very like, to me, I get afraid of someone that's just they love you straight away. Of course, you think, of course, I'm amazing, I'm beautiful. Of course, you love me straight away.
yeah, for
But
sure.
someone that's so like, oh, I love you so much. If you say you're into running, oh, I like running too. I like everything you like. It's almost like they don't have a personality of their own. They say everything you want them to say. Oh, you like flowers. Maybe they've seen you posting flowers. Oh, you like
Yeah.
this. This is where your spirit as a person, that why don't you, for me, any man that doesn't seem to have his own personhood, anyone that's loving me, I mean, I know I'm fabulous. I'm saying that you should think of yourself that you're fabulous, let's say. I'm not saying that
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, okay, just to get the point, because that sounds a
What
bit
else?
difficult.
Do you want to
Yeah,
come
you
on?
must think of
Okay.
yourself that you're fabulous, right? So,
Yeah,
oh,
for sure.
people, you must really, of course, it's easy to fall in love with me straight away, but you have to be realistic and think, okay, why is this love so intense? So, yes, of course, it's a red flag. Okay, mother's hope, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it is a red flag. You're talking about someone that loves you intensely straight away. That in itself, you know that this person is scheming. What do
But
you know about me? We haven't spoken once or twice. You already love me.
do you believe that
How is it making sense? So it's also desperation,
I
like
don't know.
so that they
I
can
don't
kill you.
know. I don't know how to put this,
Mm-hmm.
because Something has happened to me twice in my lifetime.
Oh wow. Okay, tell
And
us.
I want
Mother's Hope, I need you to join. I need a.
so it has happened to me
Mm-hmm.
before. My
What has
first
happened
love,
to you? They scammed you.
my
They
first
love
no, my
bombed you.
first love, right? I
Okay.
do not know what she looks like. I just know that I heard her voice. I heard her speaking. I was, you know, I was at the extreme end of it all, the
But
conference hall.
first love though. Mm-hmm. Carry
Yeah,
on.
and she
Mm-hmm.
was in front. She was in front of me.
Okay.
I don't know what she looked like,
Okay.
but I was hearing her voice. I was hearing her speak. I just love the way she was talking, and I love our sense of
Okay.
reasoning. You
Sis,
know,
sorry, Multi. Sis, you need to come online. Apparently, African men do that a lot. They tend
okay.
to love bomb people.
I don't. I want to correct
This is
that
what I
notion.
mean, we're not going to like
I want to
generalize.
correct that notion, but we're still going to relate it to what we're talking
Yeah,
about,
what we're
right?
talking about. Hmm.
So for me, I realized that in my own head, I just know that I like this person,
Yeah, you didn't see her, but you
and
just fell in
yeah, I
love
didn't
with
see her. I just heard her voice, and I said to
her.
myself that I don't care what she looks like, I don't care her status, I don't care even if she's crippled, she got hunchback, she's black. I just want this
Oh,
person.
that's true. That's love. So
You
you knew this
understand?
straight away. You just
Yeah, straight up. I just knew that I
okay.
want
So
know
how
this
did it turn
person.
out?
And I end up waiting. I had to wait till the whole conference is done. And this was way, way back. I was still in secondary school.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
high school, right? And, you know, because I've always been a sapiosexual, like I'm attracted to
To
intelligent
intelligence
people.
rather than
So
stupid.
the moment that I just love the charisma and the energy. So when I end up meeting the person, she ended up being beautiful. And, that
I mean,
was a
it's
plus. It
I
was,
tend to think people with lovely voices they tend to have
yeah.
a spirit
So
or beauty to match.
I don't know if it was the voice for me. It wasn't the voice for me. It was the things she was saying, right?
Mm.
And I wanted to. So at the time I reach out to her, and I'm just saying that
Okay, I'm just trying to
I,
see how this then rounds back to
yeah,
love
yeah,
bombing.
because you talk
So you
about, the love
okay, so
bombing and
she would have been
everything.
feeling like, oh, this guy doesn't even he hasn't seen me. So how can he
Yeah.
love me
But
just
for
by hearing
me,
my voice? Okay.
I didn't come at her to come tell her that, oh, I love you. I just know in
That's what
my,
I'm saying. Even though you knew
yeah,
initially in your heart that there's something about this
yeah,
woman, I love the way she speaks, she's very intelligent,
yeah,
but you knew in your heart, but you were still taking your time. So
yeah, my
anyone,
time,
even yeah,
exactly.
even a schemer, because you were talking about a schemer, right? And that it's very
Hmm.
hard to, see who a schemer is. But anyone that is loving you or proclaiming love and doing all this crazy
Instantly.
show stopping stuff, bringing flowers. Oh, baby, I love you. Yeah, this, and that. You should, of course, you want to think you're fantastic and you're brilliant. Of course, everybody would love you. But at the end of the day, you need to be realistic with yourself. Like, okay,
Do
what
you
does,
know why more women will fall for that, right? It's
why?
because um it is not because
Tell
they don't know.
yeah,
It's not
mother's
because they
hope.
couldn't
I need you
stand.
to go on because they
It's
don't what?
probably because sometimes some people, not everyone can handle loneliness, right? Not everyone can handle being alone. And
That's a fair
you know,
point.
the, I remember the last time that I was up on your platform that we
Mhm.
discussed about, how people mistake attention for affection.
Exactly.
You might just feel like, oh, because this person is always there listening to me, talking
Mm.
to me, reaching out,
Liking
looking out for
something as
me.
simple as that, liking my videos. Some people
You
get excited by,
understand?
oh, you
And
just like my videos.
yeah, and
Mhm.
someone trying to reach out to you and be like, "Oh, I'm not seeing you in a while. I hope you're cool. I'm just trying to
Oh,
check up
he's so
on you."
caring.
Little things like this
Not knowing
get
that you're
you.
proper creep, like you're planning. That's to the
You
point of the person I
understand?
was saying. The guy was like
So
texting her, making sure she was
honestly,
okay, not
and it
knowing.
was giving you fast reply. These are the things
Oh,
that people
God
crave. It looks
cares.
like the things that you care about, but you don't know the motive, right? It
Mm.
still look the same process of proper relationship. These people come like that, but their motive is extremely different. But
But mm,
it takes
the
we
the
all
grace of God.
I know life is spiritual, right? I do not take away the
Exactly. We
spirituality of
take the
life.
grace of God.
Your instinct always tell you something.
That's what I was about to
Once
say.
your instinct call your attention to something, it means you need to pay attention to that. I use the word you have to pay attention to your intention.
We
So if you
started.
don't give
Morty is a fan of alliterations. He's a fan of things.
so if you do not give attention to your intention, you will miss out at some point and you'll be distracted.
If not,
So
they'll
once
give
you
you
distract,
hypertension. I was
exactly,
just
yo,
trying to rhyme.
thanks for adding that. Thanks for adding that. I get used to that. So
Yeah.
now, all these things looks like there are a lot of things that looks like love that are not love.
But would you?
Time, the attention,
I was going to
whatnot.
ask you, but would you say? Oh, sorry, you were going to say something.
Go ahead, ask me.
No, I was going to ask you, right? If you love yourself, and I know you're probably rolling your eyes, if you actually love yourself as a person, right, you would be able to curb some of these feelings. Like you were talking about loneliness,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
People go through, yeah, you can't, if you're single, just because you're alone doesn't mean you're alone. You don't have to be
You're
lonely.
lonely.
If you
Yeah, for
actually
sure.
love your own presence, you can read, you can go out, you can, I'm not going to go on and preach about
You
that.
can talk
But
to Monty.
yeah, I don't know about Multi. You can talk to Multi, but you don't know his intention, and don't mistake attention for intention. Okay. All right. Just to make sure we're listening, right? Anyway,
Yes.
so when someone is giving you attention, right? Like you said, oh, they're saying hello, they're checking up on you. But because you validate yourself, even when you don't have someone giving you all of these, paying you attention, checking up on you, maybe because you're single but the fact that you don't have romantic love, right, doesn't mean you don't have platonic love.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
if you're a mother, whether from your children, you have your parents, you have your, you should have a wider community, right, to the point where you don't feel like, oh my God, Morty said hello to me. He replied within a nanoseconds. He must be so
Yeah.
into me. So you're
In
not,
a
there's no,
jiffy.
yeah, like he replies so fast. He likes my videos. He's commenting. If he doesn't see me like post in a day, he says,
Compliments
oh, he
me.
compliments me, he says I'm beautiful. And the thing is, yeah, if you are coming from a place of, I know who I am. Him doing that, it's not new to you. That's to me, right? For example, if you say hello to me and say, oh, hi, Kathy, how are you? I hope you're having a lovely day. Depending on my space, I'm not seeing that as, oh, you must really like me. I'm like, oh, what a nice guy. My first intention is not, like, he likes me, because to me that's standard. Or if somebody posts on my video, say, oh, compliments me, oh, you look really nice, I like you, or no, I don't see it as, oh, this person. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I don't
Yeah, I
see
get
that as interest. I just see, oh, they're being polite because you are not lacking that. You yourself know the difference. Just because someone is being polite and kind, it doesn't mean they're flirting with you. It doesn't mean they're interested.
Yeah.
Some people can see that. They're, oh, if somebody comments, you're so quick to be like, oh, thank you, how are you? And, in the chats and stuff like. To me, I just see that as that's my nature and I'm just being kind, for example.
Yeah,
So
for
therefore,
sure.
somebody's reaching out to me and being kind and like, how are you? Oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? I'm not even thinking, oh, he loves me. I'm thinking, oh, he's such a kind person, because you yourself, that's what you would do. Do you get what I mean? You're a kind person. So you know what kindness looks like. So the long and short of it, make sure even if you don't have romantic relationship, you have other relationships around you. First and foremost, the relationship with yourself and the relationship with God, it centers you to know that you are not truly alone. Okay? So you're
Yeah.
not moving from any relationship you decide to be in. This is not a place of judgment. I'm not judging anyone at all. You can decide to be in any relationship setup that works for you.
Yeah, for
You've
sure.
chosen that, right? Because it works. The key word, listening in, is it works for you. You were saying about being vulnerable. And the thing about Morty is very attentive. It is what works. So the thing is, yeah, when you are coming from a place where you have love around you, you have love within you, other people showing you fake love, try to love bomb you, you will know. And of course, yes, there are moments where you're vulnerable, Okay. And when you're vulnerable, is not the point where you should be dating. I could be wrong. It's
Yeah.
not the point where you should be entertaining people. Maybe you've just lost someone, you've just been recently divorced, you've lost your job, you like, or something, right? That's not the point where someone's saying hello to you and you're entertaining them, because your guard is lower and you're more prone to like being open to extra
You know,
entertainment.
I could sum this up in one word, right? That people, I think people are, God, it's not easy to be positive. And
It's
I say
easy
it
to be
every time.
positive.
It's not easy to be positive.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Elaborate. Okay.
Because a lot of people do not like change. You know why they don't like it? Because change will deprive you from the things that is abnormal that you feel normal doing it. Some people are so comfortable in abnormality that it's difficult for them to do the right thing because they feel like it's not, some people feel like the right thing is uncomfortable. They can be wayward, they can be saucy, they can act irrational
Okay, I see
because
what you're getting. Okay.
once you're ready for change, you have to be normal. You have to do the right thing. And they want to do things the way they want it, not the way it's supposed to be. So they feel like the moment they choose change, they no longer have access to do certain things that are abnormal. So when we talk
Okay, Moti,
about
you kind of lost me.
okay,
Yeah, can you like give an example, like normal, abnormal? I just got a little lost for a moment.
okay, okay. So let's say for instance,
Hmm.
what's the best way I could put this? So let's say for instance, there's a lot of money in sin, right?
Money in sin.
There's a lot of money in sin, right? So
Okay.
let's say we have been on this live now discussing something that is very important, and we've not even getting up to like 500 views, not even 100 views, right?
Okay.
So now let's switch the conversation to talking about, you know, sex position. You see
Okay, I see what
people,
you mean. When you're talking about something reasonable,
yeah,
profitable, there's no
profitable.
engagement. But when you talk
Yeah,
about anything as
when you talk
crazy as
about, yeah,
okay.
and you know how discouraging it is for you to go to a platform where they do shit
Mm,
and you see a lot of
okay.
views, and when you are to do something proper and you have a low view, it's not encouraging. You just feel like no one is listening. Oh,
But no, the thing is, I see what you mean. But to me, this could be coming from just the way I reason, and I stand to be corrected, right? Okay, I feel like if you understand your person and you know who you are, right? Even if
yeah,
what you're saying, you only right now maybe 3 viewers or
yeah,
1.6K likes, right?
yeah,
But this is where I get my satisfaction. I wanted to talk about this. I came on and I achieved my aim, right?
yeah,
Oh, guy, relax. Oh, okay. Okay. I came on and I achieved my aim,
yeah,
right? And then I'm able to repackage it, maybe put it on YouTube or whatever it is that my aim is, right?
yeah,
The point is, when you're securing yourself, even though there are other people, right, having 500 views talking about nonsense, I won't
yeah,
say
nonsense.
now because I'm talking about this, there's low engagement. Oh, next time, my next live, I'm going to
I
like
want to do
wear, I'm
shit.
going to wear a miniskirt, put my things out so
Yeah,
that people can see that I'm really set. There, this girl, she's
yeah,
bad, so that people
exactly.
can. The thing is, yeah, that means you're compromising yourself and you're not being yourself,
So,
right?
so
So back to the
you
point,
know,
sometimes there's
when
quality. Yes, I agree with that. Sometimes there's
yeah,
quality in a few.
in a few,
Exactly.
yeah, little is
So
more. I used to say the word
there's
little is more.
quality because the thing is, yeah, when you are a thought leader, right? Now, someone like Hope, Mother's Hope, she's a businesswoman. The quality of people, right, and their mindset. We're here to like each time we come here, the convo is lit. Amen. The conversation is always something sensible. Some people from morning to evening they'll be on lives and it will be about one random thing or the other. There's nothing productive that they're doing with their time. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So back to the point that you are trying to bring up, right? That just because you have low views doing what you're doing, right? You might feel discouraged and then move to the wrong thing. Because you were saying Sin is
Yes,
more profitable. That's
I
what I was
said there's a
because
lot of
that's
money.
okay. That's where the example came in. So now we'll be
Yes.
thinking, you know what? Oh, if we want
So,
to really blow up, let's start talking, let's start swearing, let's start, put your camera on, let's start dancing and shaking bum and this and that, right? So that we turn to the wrong side. So back anyway, just to wrap it up in a way,
yeah.
the point of
So,
is
when
just
when we
knowing
talk
yourself.
about,
Don't change who
yeah,
you are. Just if you're
exactly.
good, I mean, good is subjective, right? But it can be, right? But at the end of the day, if you have certain morals, whether you're a Christian, Muslim, or whatever, you have certain morals that you want to stick by, and because you're sticking by these morals, you find that, oh, people are not reacting to you. Let's go back to even nudes, right? Maybe as a woman, you're single mom, you've been trying to date for a long time. We're talking about numbers, right? You've been trying to date for a long time, but men are not coming to you because you're not the type to send nudes. You're not the type to, have spicy talk and, sexualize yourself early. You're not having the numbers, right? You're thinking, oh my gosh, am I not beautiful enough? Am I not this? Am I not that? But at the end of the day, you're like, maybe to spice up my life, I need to get out there. I need to get a man. I'm not getting any younger. Then all of a sudden you switch up. You switch up the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you show up, because you're saying to yourself, if I start maybe by the time I start sending bum and shaking yash and doing this online, men will give me attention. You change who you are just to get more attention. But oftentimes, like Mother's Hope was saying, quantity is not quality, right? And it's very important to stick to who you are. When you know yourself, you're not going to be moved left and right, and you'll be back to even Morty's point, to be self-assured, right? Anyone, because you don't know anybody's motive, you don't know what plan they have. You were talking about skimmers earlier, right? You don't know who are scheming behind closed doors and like, oh, I know how to get to Multi. If I speak in a certain way, because Multi was talking about he fell in love with a woman's voice. He didn't even see her face. So maybe you're taking notes in the background. There's a woman right now taking notes. Like, oh, let me use my sexy voice. They could be taking notes. And Multi will just fall for it. Don't worry, babe, I don't need to see your face. I just love hearing your voice. That's enough for me. I'll send you money. You don't even need to send nudes, So, Multi, we're also advising people like you as well that don't get carried away with
That
voice.
was a long time ago. Well, I
Yeah,
said something that this happened to me twice, and I'm like, this
why
happened to me twice. But the second one was
you're
different,
wiser.
right?
Cause
The second one was that, it's just a social space where we're having conversation like this, and I'm reading comment back to back. Someone was writing comment. I don't know what the person looked like too either, and
mm,
I just saw someone trying to attack the person in the comment section, and I saw the way the person was handling the situation, right? And
mm-hmm,
I feel like, wow, who's this person? I kind of
mm,
like the way this person reasoned and all that.
mm,
And I started engaging with the person also, and
mm-hmm,
I was, I love the response, the sense of reasoning, and
mm,
how intelligent the person was. And
mm,
in my own mind, I just said to myself, I want to get to know this person. You
okay.
know, now Susie, thank you for elevating the host. I just said to myself, I want
Thank
to get
you.
to know
Thank
this
you.
person. So the moment I decide I want to get to know the person, I went straight up. So, I'm saying this from a place of that few things you mentioned, right? The self-love kind of thing. See, people can claim to self-love themselves, but you cannot identify this way to appreciate and know your value or worth until you discover yourself. I preach discovery, self-discovery.
Okay.
On peak levels,
Never
you
take
dig
count
deep,
or
you
pick
get
like
it.
pebbles. You dig deep
Yeah,
to
you're
get it.
right.
Exactly. You're very right. You're very right.
Right.
Mother.
So, I said to people every time, I said, some people could tell me that, oh, Multi, you speak like you're this, you speak like you're that. A lot of people even argue with me when I tell them that this is where I am. They'll be like, I'm lying, that this is where, that I'm not there. So, what am I
Sorry, you
trying to
speak
say
like
is
you're
that,
what? Sorry.
I mean, sometimes people argue with me and tell me that
You speak like
I'm
you're
not,
just I just
yeah,
want you to
I'm
finish your point. Yeah, you speak like
okay.
you're
And they say like I speak intelligently, and it's like I know this, I know that. Sometimes some people
That's a bit
attack me for
rude.
that. Sometimes some people attack me for that. Sometimes some people feel like you know it all, right? You don't know nothing. You're also learning from someone. You're listening. You're just giving your own thought, right? Because it took your time to utilize your brain, right? There's no difference between you and anybody. It's just what you pay attention to that builds you. So I said every time that until you're ready for change, the moment you realize the person you deciding who you are is deciding who you will never be again. You know, the
Mm,
more so once you decide who you are, you will never be what you used to be anymore. You won't just settle for less. You won't just, accept some nonsense. You won't tolerate what you cannot endure. So you need discovery. You need to
okay.
self-discover yourself to
But
know your worth. It is
okay.
not even about what. Because we talk about purpose. I know you understand spirituality. I am big on purpose. Because once you find your purpose, you start discovering things that aligns with your purpose. And with that, you'll be able to find fulfillment. So your
Okay. I
purpose
see. Mhm.
redirects you. Go
I
ahead.
see what you're saying. Just to
Yeah.
encapsulate what you're trying to say, your purpose will
Yeah.
direct you, not to interject, right? Your purpose will direct you, right?
Direct
And
you. And
you
you'll be able to
know who you
identify
are.
energy that comes around you.
Exactly. And then you're able to identify this energy. Do you find that sometimes, right? Have you ever had people in your life where they're very positive, they're really nice and kind, they're doing the right thing, but something in your spirit is just like, I don't
Something
know.
ain't right about this
Something's not
person.
right. They're saying the right things.
You feel
They're
disturbed
doing,
when
but
you're around
something's just like,
them.
and then you might even think, am I horrible? This person is so nice. They're so kind. They
But I
every
don't
day they go
feel,
out.
yeah.
But I don't feel. Even you start feeling guilty. Like, is there something wrong with
Yeah.
me? Well, this person is so nice, but your spirit
I've
is
been
just
in
saying,
that
you know what?
situation many
Exactly. Your spirit is
times.
just saying, no, no, there's something not right with this person.
But
Yeah.
anytime I feel that way, I end up being right.
That's what I'm saying. Back to your point, listening to the still voice, no matter how crazy you think you're being, no matter how paranoid you feel you're being, right? You're saying to yourself, this person seems really kind and nice. Why am I not liking them? This, especially as women, right? You see a man, putting in the effort, saying the right thing, writing you poetry, flying you out, sending you money, doing whatever it is, right? But you're thinking, I just don't know. I don't know.
Something is
I'm
not
not feeling
right about
something is
this
not
person.
right. And then if you
Yes.
ask other people, maybe your friends, and it's a case where the man is giving you money, right, without you asking, people are, more inclined to say, are you
Yeah.
crazy? You found a man at this point sending you money. You should go for him quickly. If you don't want to go for him, sis, give me his number. I'll go for him. Right? They'll be advising you saying, oh, don't listen to that voice. It might be the devil. The devil, the devil doesn't like good things. That's why you're feeling that way. A man that can be sending
Yeah.
you cash. He hasn't even done anything with you. He's doing this for you. Please grab him quickly, quickly. But in your spirit, something's like,
Grab him. Don't let
tap
go.
him, big fish, quickly. But at the end of the day, you're thinking to yourself, something's not right somewhere, but I can't put my finger on it. And it's in those moments you need to stick to your guns.
Honestly.
You need to stick to your guns. Like Morty was saying, he's never been wrong when he listens to himself. You might not have tangible proof, right? Of maybe that person being good or
Yeah.
bad, right? But at the end of the day, something's just not adding up about this person in
You
your spirit,
know,
and you need to let it go. Go on, Morty.
energy don't lie. Energy don't
If
lie. I
we
say it
listen,
every
if we
time.
choose to
Energy
listen and
don't
we don't.
lie.
Mm,
Yeah, because a lot of people have been manipulated to accept nonsense. You know why I say
mm,
that? Because sometimes the spirit tells you something. The reason you ask question is because you need clarity. It's
mm,
not because you've concluded. You just need clarity. The answer might be in the response. The answer might be in their reaction. But
mm-hmm.
many a times you get a reaction, but you ignore it. Because they manipulate you into making you feel like, oh, you're asking too much.
Yeah,
Why do
just
you have
settle
to
for
ask me
this.
this? Are you
It's
suspecting
okay.
me and all
Mm,
that? So that's enough for you to get your answer. But people want it to be direct. But it's
mm,
there. Because why
mm.
should I feel insecure about something that I'm sure of? Why
Mm-hmm.
should I find it difficult to answer a question because you needed clarity on it if I was sure that I wasn't hiding something? Someone who is genuinely intentional about getting connected to you doesn't feel uncomfortable to answer questions that they are being asked.
That's very true.
So the reason why they try to manipulate you when you ask them question is because they feel like when you ask them, you're asking too much. They could tell you that you're feeling insecure. It is not insecurity, it's just a
Okay,
clarity.
that's
You
true. They're
feel
trying to
something
play on your
you don't like.
intelligence. Yeah.
So if you feel like, oh, you're not getting the answer you want, you shouldn't end up, many of you end up saying sorry. You end up saying, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I don't mean it that way. I don't, because you feel like you've been lonely for a while and you don't want to lose this person. So you feel you'll be chasing them away because you ask them questions. No, it is
Yeah.
your right. You know that forever is too long for you to choose a nonsense.
I
So
mean,
it means
forever is
that I
too
had
long
to
for you to
ask.
choose nonsense. That's very true. But then at the end of the day, you have to make sure that maybe you yourself, you're like, maybe nonsense is okay for now because I don't want to. Do you see what I mean? It's being truthful with yourself, right? But when I say nonsense, maybe you're saying to yourself, oh, this man, he's like this, he's not really too forthcoming with information, he's always shutting me down. But you're saying to yourself, oh, this is what I deserve. Like, you don't see that you can do better, right? So therefore you think to yourself, okay, maybe this is what I can manage for now. So you have to be truthful to yourself. What is making me feel like this kind of man or this type of woman is what I deserve right now, right? We've spoken about not laziness, loneliness. We've talking about desperation and loving yourself. Not just talking about self-love, but when push comes to shove, understanding what your boundaries are, what deal breakers are. And Morty, thank you for clarifying. There's a difference between red flag and deal breakers for you. Okay, so at the end of the day, if you send nudes, you feel like, okay, this is my partner. Morty was talking at the beginning. For someone like me, I just feel like, first of all, even video calls, right? If you know yourself, you study yourself to point out, okay, if you're on a video call, it's very easy because you don't know people's intentions. And for me, it's not even about nudes, right? You don't know what people's intentions are. Something as simple as doing a live, somebody somewhere recording, trying to catch you up, saying the wrong thing. That's just doing live stream, right? Doing live video or like video calls with someone, all right? First, your space is your space. And if you have children, I'm speaking to single moms, right? If you have children, that space is your children's space. Doing video calls, and before you know it, like Morty was saying, you start getting comfortable because you're used to doing video calls. So you're comfortable. You're like, oh, babe, hold on. Let me put the phone down. I'm going here. Let me quickly take. Your plan is not to do camera down. Your plan wasn't to do nudes or anything, but because you're already talking and the video, you're on camera, so you're like, oh, let me put the phone down and quickly change or quickly do this. But that person, you don't know their intention. Like, oh, finally, it's been a long time, I haven't seen. They'll probably just quickly screenshot you in that moment. Something in their mind, it might be like, oh, I just want something to look at when this person is not. So to me, I would say, Morty might think I'm extreme, but I would say, like, video calls in general with people that I know this sounds extreme, with people that you haven't got into. I know it sounds crazy, and anyone that knows the real life can vouch for that. I know it sounds crazy, but video calls, especially with someone that you're getting to know, you're just talking to, you don't know their intention. It's not even nudes, it's just you could say the wrong things. You could, like, I don't know. To me, I just feel like you need to safeguard yourself. You come first. And yes, if it's a thing where you send pictures, I don't know, when you do it directly, if I was to send pictures of myself, right, by myself, and something happens, I feel I would actually take account. Like, I will feel bad for doing this to myself. I feel like I did this to myself. It's not Morty's. I'm sorry, I'm using you as an example. It wouldn't be his fault if he decide. I mean, he'll be a bad human being, evil, for deciding to, like, hold me hostage and blackmail me. That would be horrible of him to do. Yes, right. But I will feel really bad. Like, why would I put myself in a situation like this where I'm taking pictures of myself, sending to people? Is different if you're sleeping, you're thinking you're in a good relationship, you're trusting a person, and they decided to take pictures of you, right? But to me, if you do it
A
yourself,
lot of them, once you get on the video with them, once they got that motive, they start screen recording you. You don't even know what the person is doing from
but then that's the
the other
thing. The
side.
thing is, how would they screen record you, right? They could record you talking normally, but how would they screen record you if you're not doing anything sexual, right? Someone screen recording us talking now, it is what it is. The only content they're getting is maybe what was said. They can play it back, they can rewind it, they can laugh at certain points, they can look at whose eyelashes is not matching or whose voice is up and down, like whatever needs to be done with that video. But if in this video right now I decide to start dancing and shaking and doing different things, am I not then in a way responsible if this video then goes out and starts being shared? That's my question to you. Like a form of responsibility. Like we must be accountable as women, especially in this day and age. We must be accountable, right? Especially as a mother as well. Like I think that is even extra
I think
proportion
for
to
me,
take.
I feel tonight won't be enough for us to address all this because honestly, we had to talk about the part of fantasy, right? Um,
Multi
and
started with
yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah, we have to because I've seen couples that record themselves while they're making love. They want to
They will
because
call themselves. Oh, record.
yeah,
Rather.
they record themselves, and just because they enjoy watching it once it's done, and so
But it
imagine
might, well,
situation.
sorry, this might sound crazy, but even if you do that, I would say multi. As the woman should be in charge of the recording. That's what I would say. I wouldn't let them.
So if you have it on your phone and something happens to your phone and it happens to get to an engineer's hand or something, someone that needs to
But
fix the
first
phone.
of all, like you said, first of all, I would say don't record yourself. But in a case where you're a freaky person, like Monty saying, you want to, because I know you mentioned it at the beginning, saying that oh, you could be a
I
bit
said
freaky and stuff.
I'm naughty.
In the case where like you're like multi, right? You say, oh, I want to record this so I can play back. As a woman, to me, no matter, even if you're high or cloud nine, right?
Yeah.
And the man is like, oh, babe, let me just quickly carry the camera. They won't see your face. I just want to know. Because at the end of the, no matter how high you are, right? I'm just
Yeah.
saying. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to me, right? You don't have to listen to anything that we're saying. I'm just saying. No matter how high you are, having someone record you, maybe some people are very trusting and they're able to be vulnerable in that manner. But for me, I'll be so even after that, I won't be able to go home in peace, knowing that oh, this person has because in my mind. Do you know, like this might sound really bad. When I was younger, I was actually mindful of people that I would take pictures with. Because I used to
Wow.
think that, oh, because one day if I become like I don't this is bad. See, I've worked on it, don't judge
Yeah.
me.
I
I would
get
think
it.
to myself, oh, I'm going to delete this picture because just in case one day I don't want them to be able to say they knew me or
Associate
that
me
was
with
so
them.
bad. Just I know, and please don't like I said, don't judge me. It's bad. I've worked on that was before Christ anyway. Right? I was quite self-righteous because I'm one of those people, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't this. So, people like that, they can tend to be very self-righteous. So I was really self-righteous before Christ. I was like, oh, I'm so my mindset was like, oh, I was even thinking that deeply. These are normal friends. It's not even like relationship. Female friends, even guy friends. I've been like, in the future, would I want them to be able to say they knew me? Nah, I'll just quickly, guys, let's delete that picture. Like, because I don't want to be associated. Like I had that mindset. Like so, even now to the point, we're not even talking about nude pictures. We're just talking about standard pictures. I'm like, one day I might become something, and I don't want them to be like, oh, this is when we
I
went
know
out,
this is what
when we went out clubbing.
this is the
Just
life we
delete
used to
it.
live
Exactly. It doesn't even have to be anything bad. That's what I'm saying. It could be just, oh, we're hanging out, we'll talk. I'm like, this guy, I don't know, he might end up being a fraudster or something. Nah, I don't want evidence.
in. We always move.
But that's as young. Like that was the mindset. So now you're talking about relationship where the man is freaky, the woman is freaky, and you guys are like, oh, let's spice up our relationship. Let's do video. right? So let's do that. I know I don't know if that comes across as like being self-righteous, but I was always just very careful. Like you have to be your own keeper. You never know. You never know. But that's not a good mindset. That's just like something
Never
God
say
has
never. Never
never
say
say
never.
no, never say never in terms of what. I'm not saying it will
Never
never
say
happen.
never.
I'm not
No, no,
saying
no. I'm just saying, like,
oh, I'm not
when
saying
you
it can
said
never
that,
happen to me, like in terms of like,
no, no,
but the way I'm going to say, the only way that could happen, right? That's what I keep saying. As a woman, if you can safeguard yourself, do it. Don't
yeah,
send video. You're laughing, mother. So don't send like 10 videos of yourself. Don't do recordings. That's what I would say. But if someone sneakily being freaky records you without your consent, right? That's
yeah.
not obviously in that case you don't have any
Do
control
you
over.
even know that there are people who just set the camera and record themselves?
Huh?
Some people they set camera and
Yeah, they
record
record
themselves. Now, not with your
just by
partner,
themselves.
themselves. Yeah, maybe they're playing with their toys or something. They just enjoy the vibration and be like, record and watch how they make sound later. You know?
Exactly. Look, Mother's Hope is saying what happens when you go your separate ways. It's all fun and games. And you're talking about the vibrator and all of that. The thing is, yeah, my question, please, I don't know if you can answer, Moti. Why, especially a case where it's self-pleasuring, you're recording yourself. Why do you need to watch it? If you need to do it again, you can, if you're that way inclined,
But they
right?
want to see their
Why do
facial
you need to see
reaction.
yourself?
Sometimes they want to see their facial reaction.
Well,
They
can't you just
want
look
to
at the
feel.
mirror or something? I don't know because the thing, the thing is, yeah, in this day and age, someone can hack your phone. You lose your phone somewhere, whatever. They've got
You understand?
videos of you.
That's why I said that, people have crazy fantasies. Trust me.
Wait, okay, fair enough. Okay, let's just be
Crazy
realistic.
fantasies.
People have crazy fantasies, yeah. But Mother's Hope is saying a point. You have to always think, what happens when we break up? These videos that we've recorded, we've consented. We're like, oh, we like to be freaky. Let's watch ourselves back. Yay, yay, yay. At the end of the day,
I see that, oh, yeah.
yeah, and see that we're fire. Hey, we can make it. We've got a future in movie production. Wink. So at the end of the day, you're watching yourselves back. Well, she's saying, why on earth would you do that? But that's what I'm saying. But Multi, we have to be realistic. People are into different things. But just at the end of the day, okay, let me ask you this. You've recorded Multi, right? You guys are freaky. You've decided to record. Who keeps this recorded?
Maybe we can have, we can
Mhm.
both have
Mhm.
one more we share with each other.
You what? You share the videos with each other.
You have yours, I have mine.
Um, but okay, at the end of the day, right? Okay, you have a copy, she has a copy. And then maybe
Yeah.
one day you're the type of guy also, because we haven't spoken to the man, the kind of man that would share this kind of content, let's say, right? We haven't spoken to the guy that has a bit of insecurity. So now you have your babe, your so-called babe, or your wife. Some people even go to the extreme of, oh, if it's even their wives or their husbands, they can put it out there. Once they're upset, there's no rationality there. They become irrational, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've recorded this now, okay, and you're upset with your woman. She's upset you feel like she's cheating, she's not listening to you, and you're just looking at your phone one day in your house. Maybe you've broken up, you've had a fire. Don't call me again, I never want to see. It's not real, but those moments where you're like, this girl, she thinks she's special. She thinks she can get anyone better than me. And then you're watching the movies back, like, oh, look at how I used to do this to her.
Yeah.
If a new man sees this now, so would you then feel that you send it to her new man or you send it online? What would
I
be the
think
goal?
for me, I think is I see it as a mental problem for you to have.
No, but then the thing is, how do you know who has that type of mental problem?
Yes.
Because we're talking
Okay.
about when things are sweet and nice. You're like, oh, babe, record me. I'll record me too. I'll send you video. You send me video. Let's record ourselves, right? But then things go wrong. You're upset now, Multi. What do you do? So how do you know how this person copes when they're really, really upset? Are they the type of person that will hold you to ransom? They will like start, for threatening you more or less, right? So how can a person be sure? So the point is you can't be sure. So it's better not to do it, right?
I used to give this definition, right? Because I
Mm.
believe that love make people do crazy things, right? Sometimes maybe they think it's love, maybe it's not love. I say that every time you tell someone you love them, you already give them power to destroy you, believing they will not.
Oh, but I think people just say it for vibes these days anyway.
No, I'm just gonna say it again.
Okay, go on,
When
go
to
on.
say when I say I love someone, I'm giving
Mm.
the power.
To
I'm
the,
giving the person the power to destroy me. But it
okay.
is my belief in them that they will not that keeps me with them, right? I feel
Mhm.
like when I love you and you know I love you, you're not
It's
gonna
not that
treat
kind
me
of
vice.
crazy. Mhm.
So now you could be vulnerable, you could share things together and all that, but
Mhm.
forgetting the fact that because people don't plan for failure, right? So forgetting the fact that this person is human. They can change tomorrow. Especially when you've not experienced them at their lowest or when they are bad, when they are mad. You know, there are some certain stage that you need to experience people. There's a season you need to
Well, like you
experience
said,
people.
because sorry to interject, because you love them, you might be thinking, oh,
Mhm.
even if he's upset with me or she's upset with me, she wouldn't go that far, right?
Exactly.
She wouldn't go
Exactly.
that far. So, and as a man, let me ask you, you've recorded the video, but you're like, oh, I've watched it once or twice, and you know this
Yeah.
woman, you love her, and you know what this would mean. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
straight up just delete it? You've watched it once or twice. You're not trying to
Yeah,
build
you've
it. That
watched
it's
it.
not like you're trying to,
Yeah. You don't need it
create
on your phone
content.
no more. You guys can have new one, have new season, and
Oh,
record another
Netflix
season.
series, yeah. I see. I
Another
see.
season. But for me, I
Okay,
just
season
think
one and two.
thing is, you
Mhm.
know the topic that leads to this conversation we're having. It was extreme that the guy was at some point blackmailing the woman, taking money from
Exactly.
her, and when she said he should go do his worst, and
But she paid
it
him
ended up.
initially, right? She paid him
Yeah, it
at
was.
first.
They were,
Hmm.
and the guy went ahead and can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. I want you to say it. I know the point you're about to
Okay,
say. He
the
went
guy
ahead
went.
and said,
Yeah, okay. The guy went ahead and shared the nude with the woman's
her
daughter.
child, her daughter. I thought it was even a son. So
So
this guy went ahead and shared the nude with her
no,
daughter.
I don't even know. I think it's a son or daughter,
Well, either
whichever
way,
one. I
just
think
it's
I just know
it's
that.
as bad. Either way, whether son or daughter,
Who does that? Like who does that? That guy should be crucified.
And the thing is, they like from what I've heard, you can clarify or correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because you don't know him, but you connected online somehow. You've seen him around online. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I've seen him around.
we'll just put it
Like
that way.
the other time we're talking about energy, right? I don't know if you've ever stormed into a live and as much as you want to stay, there's just one person around there that the spirit is disturbed, and you need to stay
Okay.
around them.
So anytime you see him on
I've
live,
always
the
feel
spirit
like that.
wasn't just right.
Yeah, I've always feel like that about the kind
This
of energy I
particular
get
guy.
around him. I do
Hmm.
not stay. I
So
do not
just
stay.
yeah,
When
just
I
for those
had this
who
thing,
don't. Oh, sorry, you
I
were kind
was
of
just quick
breaking.
to I was quick to wish. Okay, so when I saw the video, I was quick to reshare. Like I
Hmm.
wasn't disappointed. I didn't doubt that I could do that.
Okay, because you're
You
thinking,
know.
oh, there's no way he could do this. And then at some point, the
No, no.
evidence.
I didn't feel disappointed. I'm not surprised that I could do that
Oh, you
because I
okay?
don't
Okay, so
see.
you were like,
Yeah,
oh, I could
yeah.
sense
Because
that he would do something like this.
I've always seen him like this guy. Something isn't right about this person.
Hmm.
The energy. I
Yeah.
don't know.
So just for a bit of context, right? For those who are just joining
Yes.
and they don't know, right? So if you can just give us, I know you sort of just said it, just a bit of context for those that are just joining, right? So a woman, single mom, I think she has a platform online, right? And this
Yeah.
guy went into
Yeah.
her DM.
Yeah.
Uh,
They
okay,
start having conversation and presenting himself like he want a relationship with her, and I think they were dating,
okay.
and they've had series of vulnerable moments where one of the things
Were
that
they
I
long
feel like is common
distance?
Yeah, one is in France, one is in the UK. You know,
Okay.
and so I think when people are in a long distance relationship, many are times about maybe 80 to 70% of them they had to do it through the phone.
Okay.
So they had to find a way to help themselves, and they do whatever it is they do, and once they are done, they move on with other stuff. So for me, I just feel like
Other stuff.
they move on with other stuff. Yeah. So these are things that happen. People just need to be careful. Because we talk about it doesn't mean that people are going to stop,
Of
right?
course, that's the
But
point. I mean, everyone's free to do whatever they want to do. But it's in this case where the man ended up sending the nudes to her children, I think that's what even propelled me to come on live to talk about it, or to even see it as a topic to talk about, right? So because to me, I'm like, you know
yeah,
what? It's all fun and games when you're doing these things and you're like, oh, I'm exploring my fantasies. As Morty was mentioning about, oh, people are freaky. They want to record. They want to even record themselves, even though they're alone, just for the sake of watching over and over again. At the end of the day, yes, it's all fun and games until your child. I can't imagine that lady's daughter. Let's just imagine it's a daughter. We're not too sure if it's a son or daughter, right? Seeing their mom in that
every time I think
situation,
about this particular part you're about to talk about, I just feel like
it's just
I
so
know, I know
crazy.
what.
Do you see what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the point, as moms, you're trying to raise your children to see you in a light, especially as a single mom. You need these children's respect. You need them to see you as a respectable human being, somebody that's got their back, somebody who's creating some type of normalcy for them, right? But then imagine now, how can you wipe that? I don't know how you explain to your child. Oh, well, you can say it's AI. That's one good thing. That's what you say. I don't know. I'm just trying to. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing because it's terrible. But at least,
it's not funny, but
I mean, it's not funny, but I don't know. I can't be serious for too long, I guess. But the thing is, you could say like it's AI and say, oh, this is not really mommy. This is one of those
I don't
times,
know. I don't know how long this is
depending
gonna
on the
haunt the woman
age of the
for
child.
life.
But the thing is, yeah, one point I wanted to make, right? For this man to have that lady's child's number, it goes to show you how trusted he was. Like this lady must have trusted him. I hope she's not someone that just trusts everybody and gives their child's number. Do you see what I mean? They must have gotten to a point in their relationship to where she felt like she was in a proper solid relationship where her partner can have her child's number. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that in
Yeah,
itself shows that you're in a proper relationship. Like you've come a long way, unless maybe she's the type. I mean, not some people, they're very quick to just get their children involved with whoever they're dating. So I'm guessing she's
yeah,
not that type.
exactly.
But
I think
it shows you the
we talk
trust
about
level.
things like that too.
It
You know,
shows
where
you.
you for a single mother, once they start seeing a man, not too long they start introducing their children to the man. Oh, call him daddy, call
Oh,
him stuff.
uncle, uncle.
And later they'll break up, they will find another man again. In 3 months' time, they're already introducing another person.
Uh,
You know,
and the
you
thing,
know,
we're not even,
behave.
this is not even judgment because you can see me smiling or squirk because it's just like I'm agreeing partly with what Morty is saying, okay? But it's not in a sense of judgment and saying, oh, yeah, I don't do that, I'm better. Or Morty saying, oh, I don't know women who do that, I only roll with higher level women that don't. We're not trying to judge basically. But what we are going to say to you as a single mom, right? At the end of the day, like Monty just said, you'll be maybe you date someone, doesn't work out. You don't need to introduce your child to everybody that you're dating, right? You don't, I could be wrong, but at the end of the day, we need to be mindful of our children's mental health. We need to be mindful of how they're developing. So I can't imagine the child meets one uncle today, call him dad, this is your new dad, and then 3 months later, this is your new dad. So just to safeguard them, it's important not to connect your child to the man you're dating. So in this case, if she hadn't even given the man the child's number, there wouldn't be a case where the man can directly send her nude to her child. Back to your, okay, Morty is paused for now. So I just want to make sure with anything that I share, I always want to make sure that we're not judging and it's a safe platform, right? I myself, I am single, a divorced mom, right? At the end of the day, right, it's very, very important how our children see us. I speak for myself, and I know several other single moms that would be the most important thing. And yes, you're human. Yes, you still have feelings. Yes, you still want to live your life, right? But you can do that separately. Gauge your relationship. I was thinking for her to have given the man to have the child's number, it shows that this is something you do when you've been together for like 2 years, or like to the point where you know your relationship is leading to marriage. I could be wrong, Multi, right? Introduce your child to your partner at a point where you feel like the
I'm not
relationship
even
is
sure.
leading to
You know,
marriage.
some people they are too. You know, some people they are too quick to try to get a father figure in the life of their child, right? And
Yeah,
sometimes, some of these men that are manipulative are so quick to
they will
ask
come
about your
across as
children.
like,
So,
oh,
and I think for every single mother, yeah, for every single mother, I think they care so much about their children that they feel like whoever comes, and those people that are schema, they have to
mm,
come to you like they care about everything that concerns you. So if a mother that raises a child on a loan,
mhm.
having a partner who asks about the children, that has the interest of the children at heart, you already have automatic access to their heart.
The thing is, the
Because
best
they
way to
feel like,
say,
oh,
yeah,
he's
go on.
asking about my children.
Yeah, he must love me.
They feel
But
like he's asking about
go on. They feel like he's asking about your
they
children.
feel like he's asking about my children. He's looking how he cares about them. He wants to know
Oh,
how they're doing. He's asking about their education. Oh, intentional man
oh,
and all
oh,
that.
bless his heart.
Those things make them to fall. You know, things like that make them to fall. And give
Exactly.
me a minute. I
No
just want
worries.
to pick something else.
But okay, no worries. But the best way to safeguard that, right, in terms of introducing your children, any man, as a single mom when you're dating, if a man is like, oh, how are your children? I don't even think it will be a privilege for you to know a lot about my children, to even know my children's names, to even know, like, to me, I feel like trust should be earned. We should allow people to earn our trust, right? If you're dating, apart from, oh, how are your kids? They should know, of course, that you have a child or you have kids. Avoid showing your kids to people you thank you. Avoid showing your kids, avoid talking about, I know maybe I might be sounding extreme. Don't talk about your kids. Mention that you have kids, because it's not like you're ashamed of them or you're not trying to mention that you have kids, but don't like, oh, even if you ask me, like, maybe you're just talking 1 or 2 days and you're like, how are your kids, what are they, why are you asking me that? Because people are out, they could be one of those they target single moms so that they can have access. They're not even interested in you as a person. They're actually looking for your child. They're actually, maybe they've seen you've posted a picture of your daughter. They're actually targeting your child. They're actually targeting your daughter. So they come like, oh, how are you? In fact, if you can do background checks, thank you. Thank you. Of course, they're going to say to you, doing a background check, because that word, mother's hope. I didn't I didn't want to say it on stream, but that's it, right? They purposely like, oh, this person is a single mom. She has a young daughter. Oh, she has a young son. She has, that's their interest. So they come, they see you as, and there's even, I think, Claire's Law or something where you can check for offenders. That's for the UK anyway. Like you're able to check on the list and see who are on the list, right? And if the person truly, truly cares about you, they wouldn't feel a certain way if you ask them about doing a background check. If you maybe you haven't brought up your children, you don't talk much about them, you don't bring them up, you could be dating someone for a year. They don't need to know your children's name. They don't need, because with all of that, it's very easy, like Multi was saying, to manipulate you as a mom through your child. Oh, some people I've heard, right? Someone was saying to me, oh, I don't even know the name of your children. I've known you for a year. There was a lady I was dating, and she used me as her next of kin or something. Like when you pick children, emergency contact. Yeah, he was saying, oh, when he's dated a single mom before, that lady trusted him and used him as emergency contact. And they've only been dating for like a month or something. And I'm saying to myself, those type of people that are so quick to use you as emergency contact, meaning that if they're not able to pick up their child from school, this man will then be able to pick up the child. To me, whatever works for you. But as mothers, I feel like, there's certain things we can't control. We can't, yes, I'm always telling women in all my trainings, exactly. We can't say enough. And I love that you are also a fellow coach, right? It's very, very important to do background checks. And whoever has a problem with that, like I was just mentioning, oh, you don't talk, I don't even know your children, I don't know this, I don't know that. At the end of the day, it is our job as women to protect our children, or as mothers, and it's also our job to protect ourselves. Yes, in terms of the topic of the day, in terms of sending news or not sending news, recording or not recording, if people have malintentions or bad intentions towards you, they'll do what they need to do, but you shouldn't give them ammunition, right? Whoever has intentions to secretly record you and send, you can't control that. But this is what you can control. Don't get your children involved in your dating life. Why does a man that's just met you, he knows your children's life history, within a month he knows where your children go to school, you're using him as emergency contact, you're giving him permission to pick up your children? I understand that it's tough, you need the support, especially when they're really young. Right? Obviously, it's easier to say now because mine are older, right? But when they're really young, it's easy to be like, oh, I need that support, someone to pick them up. But you don't. Few checks to do, health checks. I love Mother's Hope. Sorry, Morty.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna read
Some
Mother's
of them
Hope.
are so.
Some of them are
Go
so
ahead.
carry on. I'll just read it and then make the points.
Some of them are so quick to even invite this man to their house.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
and before you,
Sorry.
I don't know how to do that.
It just upsets me. Yes, the man might say to you, oh, you're too guarded, you're too secretive. I don't know whether you're a ghost. One time I'll just tell you this for free. I went to say, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start dating, right? So I was like, okay. The kids will
Until
get
you're
they're
sure
getting older.
that you want to marry this
I need to
person.
start dating. So I said to myself, okay, instead of like sending the address, okay, I send like address of like far, maybe 10 minutes away from where I actually live, right? And this person was like, oh, I don't even know where you really live. I don't know if you're a ghost. You just appear from the, from somewhere. I don't know where you're coming out from. But at the end of the day, people will tease you. I'm sharing that to say people will mock you if you stick by certain rules that we're talking about. Multi and myself have mentioned, okay, at the end of the day, bringing someone straight to your house, straight to your home. Oh, this is uncle, he stays in your house, he eats your food, he then, like, don't let me even, because I don't want to start sharing my personal opinion about certain things. So they come to your house, take advantage of you, take advantage of your children, and then you are left feeling used, and you are opening yourself, not just if it's you by yourself, if you're an adult, you're free to do whatever you want to do. But when children are involved, inviting a man straight to your house, right? And the funny thing is, a man is not going to disagree. Multi, am I right? A man will allow you. It will allow you to do what you want to do. Be like, oh, I should come over. Okay, it's up to you. I mean, it's free. It's a free ride for him. So it's like,
I don't know. I know in the parts where you are, they are so quick to move in sometimes. Sometimes
yeah,
they want to
that's what I'm
stay
saying.
there.
He wouldn't say
And
no.
they
He would
stay
just be like,
one
oh,
week. And they try to show to you that they are supportive. Oh, you know what? I can do the dishes for you. I can help you with the laundry. I can drop the kids at school. They started showing the support that you feel you needed to ease your pain. But meanwhile, they are targeting something.
They're targeting. But the thing is that people will always target you. We want all the single moms to listen to this. People will always target you, right? Target you for different reasons, right? Yes, of course, think positively. Yeah, love will find you and this and that. But even when a man comes to test you, to see, oh, let me just date this single mom. Maybe he might like you initially, but he tries it. Oh, can I come to your house? People try to test your boundaries. This is where you are able to say, oh, sorry, I don't do that. okay, if you want to meet me, we can meet for a date. This is where you set your boundaries. And you shouldn't be scared. Like we were saying before, if you have too many rules, right, as a single mom, people might be like, "Ah, you're even a single mom, you have rules. We're trying to help your case. You're saying we shouldn't come to your house. We're trying to help you. You're saying we shouldn't do, like, you have too many standards. You should just be happy that someone said hello to you. Do you see what I mean? Some people think like that. That's why you need to have boundaries for yourself, protect yourself. New love blues will make you feel like heaven. Okay. Okay. I guess to the point where you're feeling in love, like when Monty was talking
You
about,
know,
yes, you're high on love.
it
Yeah.
is it is not just about them even bringing them. The fact that you're not sure about the relationship yet, it hasn't been defined. You haven't seen how far this is going to
Exactly. We're
go.
not saying, of
I
course, you
feel
have to move on at some point,
you understand. And some
but
of them they change those men like every 3 months. It's more like a seasonal movie for them that they have to wait for the next season. And once the season is done, and you don't constantly have to bring this man to your home or having your kids see you talk to different kind of men almost every 3 months. Or like, in a year they already know like 6 men with them. Or the ones that I was are the ones that already make the kids to be calling them daddy.
I mean, that is I don't know what to say, right? Because I don't know. I'm just being really, really careful because I'm always very mindful of
No, you gotta say
sounding
the way it
judgmental.
is.
No, no, no. We have to. That's why you're here. You'd be that person. I'll just be smiling. Like, the thing is, yeah, I don't want to come across like we're judging, but we need to receive sense. Okay. Yes, people are out there to use you, abuse you. There'll be always people to take advantage of anyone that they perceive as weak, or if they can blackmail you. People want to take advantage if you allow yourself, but these are little things you do. We're not saying don't move on. At some point you're going to move on and move the man. I don't know about moving the man into your house, but at least get to a point where you can, okay, I don't want to share my own maybe relationship beliefs, but at the end of the day you will end up living together with a man at some point, or getting married, right, or remarrying, depending on your situation. But not every time, like Morty was saying, that you're speaking to a man today, you're on a talking stage with them, or you're even in a situationship, right? Maybe you're in that relationship just for sexual pleasure, right? I have my own reserve, like, point of view when it comes to different things, right? But I'm also very, very open-minded that everybody lives and makes different choices, and we have to respect that. So if you're in a situationship where, okay, this is just for you fulfilling your fantasy, like Morty was talking about fantasies, okay, this is just a man for me to fulfill my fantasies, or a woman for me to fulfill my fantasies. I'm just going to raise my children and this and that. At the end of the day, you don't need to bring that kind of person in your space. You don't need to bring anyone in your space. Mother's hope. All right, you don't need to bring them in your space until you know for a fact that, okay, this is leading to, I would say, marriage, or some will say if it's leading to something serious, to the point, you've been going for 2-3 years and you know that, okay, this is solid, and you want marriage yourself. So honestly, I'm just very, when you make your point, I'm just saying the same thing in a roundabout way, just trying to be politically correct, because I don't want to make people feel like they're being judged. But we also have to protect ourselves. Don't open yourself up in such a way that, like, figuratively or even literally, right, in such a way that you are allowing your children's safety to be at stake. That's what we're saying. So we're not judging you. You can date whoever you want to date, do whatever.
No one is judging
Yeah,
anyone.
do what you can. Date a man every 2 weeks. If that's up to you, you can swap them as you want. You can swap them as you want every day if you want to. That's up to you, because maybe that works for you. But at the end of the day, does that work for your children? Does that work for their safety? Does that work for how they see you? Does that work for your own self-respect even, right? At the end of the day, so you have to think of that. But of course, you can do whatever you want to do, date whoever, do whatever. Like, it's a free world, right?
I just know for a fact that for every decision, there's always a consequence.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever it is you choose to do, it has to be something you can live with. I don't do the judging thing, but
Yeah, but you
Sometimes
just have to be
I say
sensible.
every time that it's
The
only a
key
fool
thing.
that allow the same flame to burn them twice. You shouldn't allow whatever it is that happened to you is enough for you to pick the lesson from it so you don't let the same mistake happen to you again. So
Mm.
you shouldn't be just vulnerable because you feel like, oh, no one is gonna accept me.
Oh, I'm
Or I've been
lonely.
single for a while,
Mm-hmm.
I've been alone for a while. Then see, the consequence of rushing into things because you couldn't be patient or because you felt like you've been alone for a while
Mm.
is worse than you staying alone. So, for people who has kids, I think they need to be more careful. They need to
Mm.
be more careful. And I'm
Yeah,
always saying
definitely.
that because
Adverse childhood experiences. Yeah, you're always saying that
the
they need
people around
definitely need to be
you,
more careful
the, the kind of people you let around you, the way they
around your
come around
children.
every time and all that, these
Mm-hmm.
are things that you need to
You're right,
think
Cynthia.
of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, these are things that you need to think of. Like, okay, am I ready for this relationship of a thing? What kind of man am I communicating with? What
Mm-hmm.
kind of life
Mindset.
does he have? What is his idea of me as a single mom? If he's a single father
Kind of
too,
mindset,
you know,
exactly.
there
Mm-hmm.
has to be a balance. You need to pay. Don't be in a rush.
Mm.
Don't be in a
That's the key
rush.
thing.
Because I
Don't be in
feel
the rush.
like the only reason why these things happen to them is just because they feel like one little attention, they are gone.
Mm.
Just one
Mm.
little. It shouldn't be that way. It
It
shouldn't be.
shouldn't
You
be.
are
It
enough.
shouldn't
You're
be.
special. I tell
Amen.
people,
Hey, thank you. Thank you. That's my mantra. Thank you. You're enough. You're special. You're
yeah,
worthy.
yeah. You have to know
You
that.
are. You have to know
Don't
that, and
don't
that's the
let
thing.
don't let anyone define who you are. You need to be aware of who you are. Like I've never put myself in a situation. I won't let you do that to me where you're going to
Amen.
define me. If you praise me, I'm just gonna listen. I know who I am. I know my
Exactly.
capability. So I'm aware. It's just like, okay, thank you. I know that's who I am. So, you only
Exactly.
encourage me to do better. But I won't let
Exactly.
what you say to get to me, either
God bless the words.
positively or
Amen.
negatively. It doesn't get to me like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fall for praises. I don't fall for all that. I just know that,
Mm.
oh, I'm just putting out what I know. And you appreciate it. Okay, thank you. But some people get carried away. I know I'm okay. I know I'm dark skinned. I know
Hmm.
I'm handsome. I
Hmm.
know. Don't tell me if you like you call me ugly. Call me
That,
whatever you want. I'm aware.
you
I
exactly.
don't
You
lie
know
to
who you are.
myself. I know. I
Exactly.
know what I look like. I know what
Mm-hmm.
I smile like. I know what I speak like. I know how I reason. So you don't
Hmm.
come tell me that, oh, why do you look so dark? I know I'm a dark skinned guy. So
Mm-hmm.
why do you have to, So I feel myself because see, before I became who I am, I know how many times I had to look in the mirror to ask myself question.
Mm. You've done
I
the inner
know,
work.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know the
multi
amount of
pro
time,
max. Exactly.
I know the amount of time that I had to look in the mirror because this is how I want to look when I'm speaking. This is something that I've been inculcating since I was younger. I feel like one day I'm gonna be in front of multitude and I'm
Amen.
gonna have to
Hence your
address
name,
people.
multi. Mm-hmm.
So I'm aware of that since I was younger. So what am I trying to say is that I've been taking my time to prepare myself. I know the facial expression that I want when I'm talking. I
Hmm.
know the smile that I want on my face. Like I didn't even know all of these things. I was just doing it.
Hmm.
I was just doing it. I was just preparing myself towards it. Now you have your camera on. There's a facial expression when you speak. There's a way you smile. There's a way you react. There's a way you fling your fingers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It is a part of you. You know how you
You're just
carry
being yourself.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The charisma, this is something that, oh, I love the way this speaker looks. I love the way she smiles. You have to be aware of
Hmm.
yourself. Don't see thank you, bro. You have to be aware. So you don't let nobody tell you things that you already
You
know
should
of.
already
So
know.
to get to me, you have to tell me something I don't know.
Exactly.
Because what
Tell
I
me
don't know is
something
already
different.
above
Thank
me.
you for
But
the
one
follow,
thing,
Dom Susie.
but what I know, I am above it. But what I don't know is already above me. But if you trick me on that, you won't do it to me twice.
But
I won't let you do it twice.
okay, I'll let you talk.
If you can you hear me? Oh, my
No.
network.
I'm saying I'll let you talk because you said
Oh,
they've gotten you twice,
okay.
but I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil your
So
speech.
these
Mm-hmm.
things, these people need to know that when you self-discover yourself,
Hmm.
there's a lot of things that you won't fall for. There's a
Exactly.
lot of mistakes you won't make. See, I
Exactly.
say it every time. I stand to be corrected. You have more spiritual knowledge. I say it every time that we all in this world we are equal. The only thing that makes us different is our purpose, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And the way you're gonna fulfill your purpose is different
It's
from the way I'm
different
gonna
to how
fulfill mine.
exactly.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so I shouldn't envy what you carry. Rather, I should bow for your own power, for
Vice
your own
versa.
being.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to bow for what I carry too. So I cannot do it like you. I cannot speak like you. I cannot look like you. I cannot smile like you. You are unique in your own way. I am unique in my own way. So you have to know that you're a special being. You are different. You're different
Hmm.
from the next person.
Hmm.
Am I influential? Yes. You are influential? Yes. Can I spark something? Yes, you can spark something. So if you don't understand your assignments, you might just be running on someone else's time.
Hmm.
And you
That's
might
very
end up
true.
losing
So,
yourself in the process.
exactly. So it
So
goes
you
back
just
to
have to
knowing who you are.
understand. So
Hmm.
all
Carry
these failures, all these losing, all these tests of time that happen to people,
on. Okay.
until you have that discovery, you will never bow for nonsense. You will never let
Hmm. You know
someone
who
make you
you
feel
are.
less of yourself. You will never
Exactly.
allow someone to trick you into something because you feel like it's like
Hmm.
when you don't have a dime on you and someone who has all the cash in the world is calling you broke. You're looking at them like it's because you don't know me. Don't worry,
Hmm. Because
just
you
get
know
out.
what you carry.
You,
Hmm.
you can call me broke because you have the physical cash right now, right?
Exactly.
You,
Exactly.
I don't know.
Hmm. Because you know
There's
who
just
you
so
are.
much
You've
that people need
discovered
to
yourself.
understand.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Exactly,
So it goes back to
exactly.
knowing who you
So
are.
it saves you a lot of things.
It
But
does.
that's why when I was talking about people are not ready for change, this was
Mm,
the angle I was coming at because
mm,
there are things you wouldn't need a lot of formula to undo once you've been able to
mm.
undo yourself.
Very true.
And a lot of people are not honest with themselves. You can't be honest with yourself if you cannot handle the truth by yourself. You have to be able to be accountable for who you are, your behavior, your behavioral patterns, the things that you do that you feel like it's abnormal. It is you who's going to tell you that this thing that I'm doing, this is how it's been affecting me. I want to make amendment. This is
Mm,
where the change begins from.
mhm,
So,
mhm.
because the process of discovery comes with a lot of reminiscing, reflection,
Mm,
truth, and honesty.
exactly.
And people want to believe the lie they tell themselves. People lie to themselves a lot. People like to be
Mm,
in that obscure situation where they are in the dark. They feel comfortable in it.
yeah.
Until they are ready, they can't discover nothing. That is why they will be tricked into so many things. They will keep falling for it. They'll
Mm,
keep falling for it. God
yeah.
help them. Thank God we have
But
people like you that is going to call their attention to it.
I mean, we have people like us, right? Like you said, we're all, different parts of the body, but we're carrying out our purpose, right? Is to educate and enlighten people, right? And we're none the wiser. Like, it doesn't make us any better. But at the end of the day, there are proven strategies that have worked with many people. Even Mother's Hope has another coach on here. They're proven strategies that work, which is knowing who you are, discovering yourself to Multi's point, and just being real with yourself, right? There's no point lying to yourself. You know your shortcomings, you know where you're strong, you know your
No, don't do
weaknesses,
that to yourself.
right? You know your weakness.
Because
Multi, yeah, you know who you
once you
are.
keep
So,
doing things the same way, you keep getting the same result.
yeah, especially that quote. It says only a
You have
foolish
to
person
think
keeps
different.
doing the same thing and expecting a
Yeah.
different result,
To
right?
stand to stand
So just
out, to be extraordinary, you have to do things differently. You
you
have
have
to
to,
be
yeah.
hungry for more.
Yes, exactly. You have to be
Uh-huh.
hungry for more. And the thing is, even if you don't push yourself, you let your children push you. Just in case we're talking to parents, right? You let your children push you to be better. Would I want my children to see me in this way? Would I want my children not just, narrowed down to the conversation about nudes or not, but as who you are as a person? Do you not want your children to experience a better side of you, as a mom or as a dad? How you treat yourself, how you treat people, how you engage, even with just dating, how you do that with privacy, with your children's privacy in mind, with your privacy and safeguarding issues in mind. We were talking about doing, credit checks, doing health checks, doing like, it sounds funny, but these are things that you can do. You don't have to, but at least at the end of the day, it safeguards you in a way. Of course, it doesn't mean that you can't fall victim if you've done all your best, but at least you know that you've tried everything that you can, you've been sensible. And if somebody comes along your way and decides to do you wrong, even after you've followed all of these things that we've mentioned, right? Even after, when you saw the deal breakers, you ran away, when you saw this and that, and then for some unfortunate reason, you land in the wrong hands and something happens that you out of your control, at the end of the day, you can still feel good and confident in yourself knowing that you tried your best. And for those who have fallen victim already, it's not the end of the world. Many people have picked themselves up after their nudes being revealed or different things like that. You can pick up yourself. It's not the end of the world. And like Morty was saying, you live and learn. You move, you've trusted the wrong person. It's already out there. There's nothing really that you can do. And just know that you are still loved. You're not useless. And people, you have celebrities that have been through it, maybe in the Nigerian sector, like the Tiwa Savages, the different people that, I think there was even a lady called Saida recently that I was seeing online.
Decide,
Okay,
yeah.
recently. So that happened to her also, but at the end of the day, she was able to, people will talk for a while and they'll move on. I'm talking to those, it's already happened, or you're stressing now, you're like, oh my gosh, I know this man that has my picture somewhere. You're thinking back, you're stressing as you're watching this. Don't worry, at the end of the day, people will talk, people will comment. Some people who like to do reaction videos, everyone will do reaction. Oh my god, did you see that lady? Did you see that guy? His nudes online, blah blah blah. People will move on, right? And you still know that you're still loved, you still matter in the grand scheme of things, and you just have to do better, right? You don't carry on doing the same thing. You need to learn from your mistakes. So either way, I hope we've covered all the spectrum of this. If it's happened to you, life continues. For it not to happen to you, be wiser, safeguard yourself. If you're more of the freaky type, you like to explore, like our freaky minister here, our brother Multi in the Lord, our brother Multi in the Lord has told us how to safeguard yourself. If you're more on the freaky side and you like to explore, how to do that safely, also how to do that with sense, how to trust your gut when something doesn't quite feel right for you. Listen to that instinct. Don't look to other people to be like, oh, what should I do? Something doesn't feel right. Listen to yourself. And it's better to be wrong than sorry, right? You could have been wrong. Oh, I thought that guy was horrible, but it's actually nice. Either way, at least you safeguarded yourself in that moment, right? As a conclusion, is there anything that you'd like to say, add, that you feel like we haven't touched on, just to round up, Morty?
Well, I keep saying it.
Just the side
As
reading
much
out.
as we have good, the world is about the yin yang thing, right? We have the good side, the bad side, and life evolves with that. There has to be there has to be a mistake for correction to exist, and you have to fall for someone else to learn from. There's always people that we emulate, and there's some people that we learn from. So we learn from that mistake, we emulate from some people. So don't, whichever one you want to be, it is your choice. Do you want to be the one people emulate, or you want to be the one people learn from through their mistakes? So it's your choice how you want to do that. So don't let nobody try to bring you down. You define yourself before you are being defined.
Amen.
Write your own story. You could do better And whatever it is that has happened to you that could have make you feel sad, it is not the end of the world. It is how you pick yourself up. You are born to the journey of the world, the creation of mankind, it begins with mistakes. And we've been fixing that over the years and we've been living with that. So it is on you to decide how you want to live your life. But whatever happened to you happened for you. It is not to destroy you, but it's to redirect you. So it is your choice to pick the lesson from your mistake. Either you want to focus on the pain or you want to move on and face the lesson that comes with it. It's all good.
Thank you,
Thanks
Multi.
for
Multi is
having me.
always dropping gems. Thank you so much. This is the second time on this platform, and he's always dropping gems. Honestly, thank you so much for joining me, Multi. Mother's Hope, thank you. Learn from your mistakes and let it be a
I hope we do
ladder.
this some other time.
Amen. We did say we're starting the new year very strong, right? Okay, you said learn
Yeah,
from
for
your
sure.
mistakes
Yeah.
and let it be a ladder. I'm reading what Mother's
It
Hope
took me
put.
long. It took me long. What?
What did she say? Learn from your mistake and
Yo, you
let it be
mean
a ladder to
oh,
climb to the
so
next
learn
one.
from your mistake and let it be a ladder to climb up to the next level. Yeah,
Amen.
that's how it's
Amen.
supposed to be.
Amen. 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 Thank you so much. So it's all about learning and moving forward. Thank you for wrapping it up in such a succinct way. Multi, thanks for wrapping it up also. Mother's Hope, it's been very lovely. It's been engaging. Thank you for those who's joined us directly in and out and those watching on the peripheral. We see you also. God sees you. God knows you. God bless you, each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Multi, for honoring me this evening. I thank you. I appreciate your time. May God extend your time and make it lovely and make it enjoyable on earth, and everything that you touch will turn into gold for you. I appreciate you. Okay, have a
Amen.
lovely evening, each and everyone, and peace out. A town.
Say your name like a victory chant. I can heal, I can grow, yes I can. If you lost, hit play, let it light your way. Coffee, coffee, coffee.